Adam Lerner, BrooklynPhotoWorks.com, and today we have another Squarespace website portfolio review. And this website comes to us from an emerging photographer who's got what I would say is a good start, but not a lot of work, and maybe not enough work to substantiate some of the things that he's got in his website, and I will show you why. So let's get into the website. So first we land on this great image on the landing page. Really cool portrait, great light. I like the graininess of it. I like the soft focus in the background, the black and white treatment, so let's pop right in there. So when we land in here, we land on the gallery page. Now I'm not going to go through each image individually, but I'm going to look at the thumbnails. Now looking at the thumbnails, this is our landing image. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images of the same chap in this gallery here, okay? Now I see the gallery is pretty small. We've got 3 images of this guy over here. We've got two images of a dog, one of which is in color, one's in black and white. We've got a couple of wedding shots, and I guess there's a variation of the two. Maybe this woman was at the wedding, I can't really tell, or maybe just a friend that he photographed. Not really sure why these two are in there, or this one here, or that one there. But what I do see here is I see a handful of portraits, both of adults and some child portraits and a dog portrait. And I think that that's worth exploring. Okay, this gallery is very, very tight, but it's small and there's a lot of redundancy. And you guys know when I talk about website portfolio galleries is that you want to put in your best work. If you've got 7 images of the same thing, pick pick the one best image, or maybe 1 or 2, but don't put in 7 images because they get redundant and it gets tiring. As a viewer, as somebody who's looking to hire you, I do not want to see 7 images unless there's a whole story that those images are trying to tell. And another example, if you're going to put in 2 images of the same thing, one color, one black and white, pick the one that is the strongest, okay? I don't want to make the choice for you, and I do not want to think that you don't have the ability to choose. There's also some extraneous images in here, and I get that when you're starting off, you might not have a huge body of work, so that's when you need to really force yourself to go out there and shoot. You need to reach out to your friends, you need to reach out to your family, your friends' friends, get on Facebook, and build up your body of work so that you've got a substantial amount of work on your website. And this guy, Adam, has now on his website, he's pitching himself for professional work. So we'll just take a look at that. So in this headshots area here, I want to see headshots, but I'm seeing a whole pitch here with pricing, with very, very low pricing, okay? And then I'm going and I'm looking at the portraits, and I'm seeing portraits, but it's just a pitch and it's pricing. And then I see an about page, and it's an about page, and he talks about how he loves, photography, and, he did a bunch of different things, and then he eventually, decided to do this, and what did he say here? He got his hands on a proper full frame camera. All right. Your clients don't really care what you're shooting with. Yes, your clients expect that if they're hiring a professional photographer, that you're going to have the gear or the equipment that you need to do to achieve the best results. Does that mean that you need a full frame camera? Absolutely not. Look, full frame cameras are fantastic. There's a lot that you can do with a full frame camera, but your client does not need to know that. I can tell you that I shoot a ton of professional jobs with my Fujis, which are little tiny, small sensor cameras. They are not full frame cameras, but they deliver excellent results. I don't advertise that to my clients. My clients don't need to know. And the same thing is true with pricing. You don't need to litter your site with pricing. You could put a little tiny thing maybe on your about or your contact page where it says here's some of the services that I offer, and then please inquire. And then you can negotiate with your clients based on their budget and pricing and what feels good. And particularly when you're starting off, you don't want to undercut all of your competition either, because people are going to think why are you priced so cheaply? Am I not getting something that's on par with something else? Okay, and your pricing is going to change. So I see there's a lot of potential on Adam's site. I see that he's enthusiastic about photography and has a good eye, but I want to see a lot more work. I want to see that maybe he divides his work up into portraits, headshots, or portraits and headshots is one kind of a thing. Then he does wedding stuff if that's what he's getting into, and that's another thing. And maybe he does pet photography or children's. So he has, headshot portraits, kids, weddings, pets, or something to that degree, and then build that in there. Reach out and build your work up there and just keep it up. And that's what's going to attract people, because they're going to be able to see that you've got the work that can substantiate the different categories that you're pitching yourself to be hired for. So that's it for now. Please leave your questions and comments below. If you would like to get your if you would like to submit your website for a portfolio review, please email BrooklynPhotoWorks@gmail.com, and we'll see you soon.